I went through how to create a schematic a few videos back. I've since modified the original one to accommodate for the LED bar that I've attached to the bumper. The summary of operation for the window lights are the same. That part is unchanged. The new section involves several relays connected to the same type of switch used for the window lights. The biggest difference is the grow bar draws way too much current for the switch in the cab to handle. The relays act like a remote switch, which can handle much higher sustained currents. Starting at the bottom, I've included a new switch with a control signal called 12-volt grill relay that will help activate a series of relays to control the grill light. You can see it right here. Moving up, you can see the outside of the dotted box for all the other components that I've added in the original schematic. This includes a separate high current fuse that will supply the grill LED bar. That would be F1 right there. Looking at the left, you can see I've added a relay, K3, to control the power to the switches. This prevents power being drawn from the battery when the key is not turned in the aux or on position. I decided to add a relay rather than powering directly off the ignition wire for potential future expansion. Plus, wiring for the Jeep, though it's hefty, wasn't originally intended to be spliced and modified to drive large current loads. So you can look at K3 here and see how it works. You have the ignition, this is off, this is the ignition wire, so this is on when the ignition is turned into the aux state or the on state. We have current flowing through here, then this K3 allows current flow to go through here. That powers the 12-volt fuse on either of these switches. Now for the other relays, K1 is used to control the power to the circuit. This is controlled by the switch S2 in the cab. So once we actually have power from K3, the next thing that's limiting it is this switch S2. S2 allows current to flow into this control signal, which will then flow through K1 and allow current flow to go through K1. The second relay, K2, is used to allow current flow only when the high beams are switched on. This at least doubles the amount I can see on the road at any one time when I have my high beams on, though it will blind oncoming cars, so I try to avoid that if possible. Current is flowing through K2 when the high beam wire is activated. That's going to go through here, it's going to go through the coil of K2, thus we're going to have current going through here and then into the light. That's all dependent on, though, K1 and K3. Without K1 and K3, nothing works. Adding some additional protection, a fuse is placed in series, like I said, to help with any shorts or damage to the wiring should it happen. That fuse, which is F3, is then connected to K2. Finally, once the relays are all connected, a 2-conductor cable is run from where the relays live, which is pretty much underneath the fuse box in the engine bay, to the mounting point on the bumper. From there, they are separated out to connect to the individual wires of the LED light itself. Those 2 individual wires is 12-volt grill and ground. And this is supposed to represent the actual multi-conductor wire running out there. E1 is actually the grill light. The fuses and relays make this circuit tricky, but they're both equally important to have. If no relays, the switch inside the cab may burn up due to higher currents than expected. If fuses are not used on the additional circuits and the wiring becomes damaged, it could cause more problems or even fire. So that's it for this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you found it useful. Also hit that subscribe button while you're there, because there's going to be tons more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.